Hello, 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 Crossroads witches and other interesting magical beings. Ooh, y'all can see it's different behind me. I wanted to do a little sneak preview. I have been so proud of the work I've been doing here in our apartment. This will be a short-term rental. This is also where friends and family come and stay. And as y'all can see, we completely took the kitchen out and are in the process of putting it back together. I call it storybook decor. And I am going to be showing you as we get further into it. I'm just too excited with everything going on. And so I wanted to give a little peek. And at the same time, while I was up on this ladder, painting in a corner that you can't see up here, I was mumbling to myself and realizing I wanted to shoot a little video about my mumbling. I first had made a statement in a video, that I do not practice witchcraft. All right? I am a witch. I am what was I saying when I was on that ladder? I don't practice being a person. I am a person. It's like I was thinking that folks don't practice being part of the alphabet mafia, the LGBTQ plus and the other letters, just the whole letter, so that way we don't offend no one. You don't practice that. You are that. I don't practice being a witch. I am a witch. I don't practice magic. I do magic. And I remember when I was a young witch, the practice witchcraft. I have to do things that witches do. Oh my God, what am I doing? And so much self-critical, self-inside, imposter syndrome almost of like, I don't know if I'm a witch, am I? They look witchy. Do I look witchy? And that it don't matter how I look. It don't matter if I'm standing on a ladder with my paintbrush. I'm still a witch. It's who I am. It's who my spirit, my soul is. What makes my spirit sing. I put on a pointy black hat when I was in puberty, which is very common. Many of us go through this, somewhere in that, 12, 14 age, you're finding yourself. And in the middle of finding yourself, you realize that black hat, that pointy black hat of witchcraft, that's you. And that you're like, ooh, I found my tribe feeling. And then you step back off yourself and, like I said, start thinking and getting, and you're like, well, maybe I'm not, maybe I shouldn't. And that's where this whole practice, throw it out the door. Just do you, boo. All right, you ain't got to practice being you. You are you. Your magic is in here. You don't have to practice it. All right, you may have to learn some techniques to help you utilize it. All right, but you don't have to practice. And the idea that I have to practice makes me think that I've got to show up for practice for, 6 weeks. And then at the end, we're going to have a big game or something. And I'm like, that's not what being a witch is about. Being a witch is about being you and celebrating you. All right? You are the magic. And if your spirit is witchy, you're witchy. It does not matter what your family born into, what land born upon. That does not determine. What determines is this: how you feel, how it resonates, how it's part of you. You cannot take my witchcraft side away. It's always in here, all right? I don't care where you put me. I'm going to find some stuff and I'm going to make me a little working up and I'm going to sit there and do my little chant and I'm going to get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? But I want y'all to think how this idea of I practice witchcraft is really putting us over and down and away from our self of, I am a witch. I don't practice it. Like I said, I don't practice being a person either. It just is. And it doesn't matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. Whether I've got my hair and makeup all done and I'm in full regalia and I'm looking hot, if I may say so, or if I am sitting here like this, all right, I'm still a witch. It don't change. And I think a lot of folks, they, especially our newbies, with a little bit of imposter syndrome, a self-critical idea, and getting in of deciding that in some way they're not worthy. All right? You are worthy. You are, just the way you are right now is perfect. All right? Like I said earlier, all you got to do is be you. Good witch right there. You know, I sometimes, you know, I'm a little more orientated on lighting my altar up, and other times it slides. But I'm still a witch. Just because I don't dance under this month's full moon doesn't mean that, you know, I'm not a witch anymore. All right? It just means I didn't dance under this full moon. Not every witch dances under every full moon. And sometimes we do need those quiet evenings of reflection. We don't feel that we need to be out where in physical realm we're doing. Really what it is, it's all internal that we're doing. And to take the pressure off of yourself that somehow you have to have these aesthetics, that somehow the illusion, because we got a lot of content creators creating illusions. We have our big publishing house that I'm not going to name because I don't want to get in trouble, but we all know who I'm talking about if you've been around the block a little bit. You know, they're creating personalities so that they can market them to us, all right? Some of those authors, those content creators are created. They don't actually exist. They came, you know, they went and found somebody that fit the bill, looks like, aesthetically, this looks like a person who would be doing this type of magic. And we're going to make sure they have the right bio. We're going to help put them out there. They're really good at putting pretty pictures on the internet. And so if you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, this must be a super powerful Hugon. This must be a super powerful high priest. It's manufactured, witch. All right, you got to keep your eyes wide open. Discernment. Discernment. Don't be comparing yourself to these illusions. Don't be comparing yourself to these brands. You know, my brand is, and they've gone out, they have all the aesthetics. Right behind them's got every witchy thing or every magical thing going on. They're friends with the right people. They go to the right parties. Honey, their bio, blah, 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 blah. I was getting ready to say some cuss words on it, and I'm not going to say those cuss words because we don't say them. That, and I lit a candle to my grandma, and she don't like it when you cuss. But they're fake. Do not compare yourself to fakery. Do not think that these people somehow are more magical, more special, more something, whatever. It is an illusion, all right? Witches are out living their lives, doing their magic, being part of their communities, all right? Those are where you're going to meet the powerful ones, okay? Aesthetic content creators, you know, they're pretty to look at. It's, you know, what am I going to tell you? It's like watching one of them, you know, witchy movies from Hollywood. It's cute, but I know it ain't real. So don't put that pressure on yourself thinking that you somehow have to be up at this level that none of us are at, all right? And don't be thinking that, you know, somehow, you know, you've got to go out and do all of this stuff. You have to practice. And you have to have all these things in order to feel the magic that's already within you, in order to dance under a full moon and put on that pointy black hat. All right? You're a witch. That's simple. It don't change. Don't matter what outfit you're wearing, don't matter where you're standing. Like I said, your spirit's, your soul, your inner essence of self loves being a witch. It's when you say the word out loud and it has almost the tinges of a forbidden lover to it. Witch. Yeah. If what I'm saying is resonating, honey, you're a witch. You ain't got to practice nothing. You just got to go do you, boo. That's what I'm saying. All right. I done ranted on this and everything. And actually, I got to get back up there and finish painting. But look, y'all. I want to look. You can see, isn't that just too pretty how it's turning out? We actually took wood from the stalls, our stall walls, and reused them to make the cabinetry. It's across here is a live edge slab of black walnut. And then it also, as you can see, goes down the side. And then directly sitting behind me is a live edge piece of cherry. And I'm so excited, and I'm hoping in the next probably 2 months or so, we will actually have this available for short-term rental, where you can come, not necessarily spend the weekend with me, but you can come and stay on site. You can stay at the farm. You have a big, beautiful porch out there to sit on, and those beautiful grand oaks of Charleston, and which are right outside here. And it's just a beautiful place to be. I am 20 minutes from everything, and 26 minutes you can be standing in downtown historical Charleston. In 20 minutes you could be at Magnolia Plantation, Middleton Plantation, Drayton Plantation. And actually this property itself is part of the old Stono Plantation. So if you are interested in low country Charleston history and you want to come spend a weekend and you're looking for a little place to stay while you do it, come stay at the Storybook Apartment. That's what we're calling it. And I call it the Storybook because it's where you get to make your story. All right, witches, get out there, fly those brooms, have a bright, blessed day. And as always, amen, blessed be, ashe, and a bobo.